Assalamu alaikum and dobry вечер, everyone. And here goes my cat walking across the keyboard. Today's khutbah at Jumah was about educating Muslim children and how important it is to educate them in an Islamic setting. Now, being that I'm kidless, other than my cat, I don't know much about things like that, other than my oldest sister's a teacher, but she's at a public school. But anyway, the education of the Muslim children, as described in today's khutbah, was, he was talking about how important it is to find Muslim schools, and if there are none available, then the education in religion has to be done at home by the parents and at the masjid. So he talked about how programs need to be set up in our masajid to teach the kids about the religion, how to pray, how to read the Quran in tajweed format, how to behave as a Muslim, following the example of Prophet Muhammad, peace be on him, and that the religion, no matter what the kid does as he or she grows up and continues their education and finds their career, the Imam said that above all else, you have to have knowledge of your deen in order to pass it on to your own kids. So parents today have to teach their kids, as well as other teachers in the masajid and in Islamic schools, if there are any. And if not, then maybe he didn't talk about it, but I'm guessing that if enough people to get together in the Muslim community, I suppose you could start one. Maybe start it at the masjid. And there's one masjid in my area that does have a primary school attached to it. But I don't go to that masjid because it's not on a bus route. And the masjid that I go to is little. It's a former church, but it's big enough for our current community. But we do have a kids program, although I'm not old enough to participate. And there are adult classes that are starting soon. In fact, I'm going to go back to the masjid on the Sunday morning. But the emphasis today was on educating the kids because they are the future. They will inherit the masajid. They will have to maintain it. They will have to, as they grow up and get married and have their own kids, they will have to follow suit and take it on down the line, so to speak. Teach, you teach one generation, then they have to turn around and teach the next generation. So it has to go on. It has to go on like this until Allah decides that it's time for Judgment Day. Time for all His creatures to make their final appearance before Allah to determine whether they go to Jannah or Jahannam. So that was today's khutbah, and sorry for making this video so late. There was a meal after Jumah. Someone had some food, and they brought extra to the masjid because it was in honor of a new baby. And then there was a meal tonight in between Maghrib and Isha, So I went back for that, and I took some oranges. So that's why this video is kind of late. So I hope it benefits all of you. And again, I can't remind myself because my cat doesn't qualify to go to a Muslim education program. But I'm just passing on what I heard today, and may Allah keep us all in, strong in the deen, and raise up the next generation to take up where we leave off. Assalamu alaikum, Dogid Zenya, and Miao Mila.